That's right. There we go.
Hey.
And we are live for a Masculine Geek rogue broadcast, the Kansas City edition. We're here with Mr. Aaron Clary.
For once, I'm the sober one. Because I have
You
soda
are.
water. Yeah.
Soda water, you fucking lightweight.
Hey, I got a...
No, wait a minute.
Huh.
No, where are you at?
I'm in Deadwood, South Dakota.
Oh, okay. In a hotel?
In a hotel.
Okay.
So is that where you're meeting your
boyfriend?
Your gigolo?
That's why I'm eating both your mothers. Yes.
Well, that's funny because mine's dead, so that's probably why she's a lousy lay.
Hey, me and the other girl are very open-minded. We just
Captain
some.
Renault's getting pretty broad-minded.
Fucking funny. Jesus.
Yeah, I close on my house tomorrow. And,
Nice.
Like
I said, I'll probably be out in July or August or some shit.
Cool. I should be here. And hopefully I'll have more furniture than the one futon I bought at Walmart.
Jesus.
Oh my God, you cheapskate.
You fucking. I thought you were buying from IKEA.
No, I was until like they lost my order, and I called up customer service, and they're extra special dumb, and I said, "No, give me back my money," and then they did. So I was very happy.
Nice.
Happy.
Happy.
Yeah, and you know why I'm really happy today?
Why is that, Aaron?
There's a dollar store in Rapid City. Do you know how much stuff you can get at the dollar store? I mean, there's a lot.
You can get all your spam.
He can get all of his dildos.
Yeah, you could get his dildos there.
Anyway, I got like Irish Spring soap.
I forgot you really like
Irish Spring. Yeah, man. Like for $1. I mean, and that's what made it better. Like get the stuff I'm buying. Like it was all $1. And so I had a grocery cart full of stuff.
Oh
and
my
it was like
God.
$53. So I got Head and Shoulders knockoff shampoo. I got Dawn soap. I got 3 toilet cleaners.
So full. You have a bunch of like hazardous chemicals in your toiletries.
The standard stuff we need, you know. It's like we can shower, shit, and shave and eat. Basically, I got
exactly.
some plates. Yeah, so it's actually, and I was like, wow, they even have nose trimmers for $1.
Nice.
Yeah.
You always have to. At our age, we need nose trimmers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's funny how the fucking hair grows in places you didn't know existed.
Yeah, it was maddening. Like I'd be yanking out essentially like sequoia redwoods out of my nose, and you're like, how the hell did this get so big? And then
right, that's what she's
wincing pain where a tear comes out of your eye.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So so it was a great day. It was a great day. So now I can actually sleep in my house when it is open and given to me tomorrow.
Congratulations. In all seriousness, that's very cool.
Thank you. It's not done yet. But
No. How's that swamp in your backyard? Are you enjoying that?
we're going to be dredging it, so it turns more into a pond.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Are you still building the personal golf course?
No, that
you decided against that, didn't you?
That's too. He would officially be a boomer.
That's true.
I'd have to. It would be like at minimum $35,000, and all the trees in the way, like that lit it straight down the fairway. I'd lose 1,000 golf balls before I'd even hit the green on that one. So
Gotcha.
maybe a putting range, like a nice long distance, multiple little 5-hole putting range.
There you go.
Would be all right. But
I see you as a Rodney Dangerfield of golf courses.
No, I'm not that crazy or happy. He was getting laid, and I kind of.
That's true. You don't get laid. Yeah.
I don't get laid.
That's true.
I just exist. That's so what's
Nice.
this? So you're meeting up with Quintus Curious and who else? There was a 4th guy.
Yeah, Joe Curl from he follows Masculine Geek. He's on masculinegeek.life. He's one of our friends. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're hanging out tomorrow at a bar called the Dubliner.
Yeah.
And all the bar accoutrements, down to the bar itself, was imported from Ireland.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
great.
It's a good place. Yep. We made friends with the bartender, so he gave us some free drinks.
Cool.
Yeah.
What? And this was just you guys just want to meet up, play some games, and that was it. Bum around Kansas City.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
Just because, as you know, with our mindset is to meet guys in real life and have shake their hands, sit down, have a drink, break bread, share a cigar, and converse like we're doing now.
Yeah, no, that's especially for guys like us, where you don't have kids or anything like that. And
Exactly.
it's not like a huge opportunity cost. Like you're not missing out, not going to the nightclubs in Leavenworth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's funny because we asked one of the bartenders in we did a little bar hopping, and it is because of COVID and the schedules. They weren't sure when the city was going to open up, which it did 2 weeks ago. It's fucking dead here, dude. You can get in any restaurant, any bar. There's no crowds.
Sounds like the Great Recession 10, 11 years ago.
I know.
It's seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously. And the alcohol is cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys by chance have any tornadoes come through your area?
Not yet. We had a thunderstorm about 2 hours ago, though.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that may not happen tonight. But yeah, it is unfortunately the high was 41 degrees today.
Holy shit.
Deadwood, and that was at 5:30 a.m. And now it is like 35 or 36.
Damn. Did you ride your motorcycle or are you flying?
No, I drove. No, I'm sorry. I did. I did ride my motorcycle out here from Minneapolis because I hauled it out here. So now I have a motorcycle in my truck.
Oh.
But then I've been on the road 14 days now.
Oh, shit, dude.
Yeah. So
you haven't showered at all, have you?
No.
Oh, with Irish Spring.
That's why you need the Irish Spring, yeah.
Yeah, they haven't installed showers yet in South Dakota, Wyoming.
That's what I thought. You guys are kind of backwards, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right.
No, he went to some hotel and washed his undies.
He washed in the sink.
I will tell you, I stayed at the Franklin Hotel, which is my favorite hotel in the world. It has my favorite sitting spot in the world, where I just have my coffee every morning. And normally they have pretty cheap rates, but if a concert comes to town or the rodeo comes to town or it's Memorial Day weekend, their prices like triple, if not quadruple.
Oh, shit.
And so, yeah, I'm at a much cheaper hotel, which is still pretty cheap for the Black Hills. Everything has gone up in price, but I found a real good rate out here.
All right.
Not as good as the dollar store, though. Let me tell you, that dollar store, man.
I'm sure. You get your Spam really cheap there.
Right. And then to save money, because something came to town, I asked a buddy down in Denver if I could crash with them. And then I crashed with the Great One for 2 days. And and now the Great One is up here working a gig to see if he might take it full time.
That's cool.
What's wrong, Vince? You got a cough or something?
I know.
I've got this dry cough that I've had for about a fucking year now.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. Yeah. I think I caught it from you, you dumbass.
You might have. If you want, I got some nasal spray.
I probably need that.
God, you guys are a bunch of old men.
We are old. This is what you have to look forward to, TJ, in a couple of years.
This is why I'm riding my motorcycle dangerously.
We have to. Hopefully, we all die on them.
Well, okay, see, but usually, you make it a week or two before you crash it and lose your elbow.
That's actually not true. I talked to an expert.
How's your scar? How's the scar holding?
It's pretty good.
It's like a bitch.
It does look pretty bad, but it's a good story.
It's a good story. It gets.
You can tell everyone how you didn't wear your leather jacket when you're riding.
You know what? I didn't do anything stupid. I didn't do anything stupid when I was younger. I feel like you make one mistake. I did. I actually I haven't released the podcast yet, but I actually went to a bridge on a hike that had washed out.
I saw that.
So it was on the side, yeah. And I could have walked on the side of that bridge.
But you didn't.
I didn't because
you were an old man.
No, because I've already cheated death once.
Gotcha.
Because
how was there a lot? Was the rapids flowing quickly or no?
Rapids were pretty strong, but also
you didn't get your toes wet.
No, I could have walked on that side of the bridge, but I don't know if that's gonna tip it over and whatever. It's just
was Reese with you?
Reese was not with me.
Okay.
There was no way I would have gone with Reese. I'm not going to heaven, and God's like, you killed your dog with you.
That would be bad. Yeah, you'd go straight to hell.
Yeah, exactly. We would have let you in, but you killed Reese.
St. Peter would stop you at the
St. Peter's like, Reese can come up with us. You're going down there. Yeah.
A serious question on motorcycle riding there, TJ. If you ever do get killed on your motorcycle and the motorcycle's okay, can I have it?
Yes, Cappy, you can have it.
Okay, cool.
You can't
Dead
have
man's motorcycle. That'd be great. That's what I'd do a biography of you, because you wouldn't be able to stop me from writing whatever I wanted. Dead man's motorcycle. Story of Leavenworth's lavender population. And then
there you go. You can't have mine though.
What's that?
You can't have mine though.
I mean, no, I don't. Oh, no, that's fine. I wouldn't take TJ's motorcycle either. I kind of feel bad actually if he passed away.
Yeah, you don't want that. He's going to donate it to a underprivileged child from California.
Cool. Hey, what? Shoot, I was going to ask you. Who won that voting poll you did? Did I win that?
That's over in I think like an hour or two.
Yeah.
Let me take a look. Let me see what.
But
I think you're going to win, and you're going to be in it.
I don't know if I want to be in it. That's what I wanted to talk about.
Well, there's that. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Like now, what is this going to be part of your Malone and Tesla?
No. All right. So here's the deal. You won. I'm doing a pulp detective noir called Laser Dicks for Punch Right.
That's right. Okay,
and I'm up to chapter 7. I'm about halfway through. I'm going to finish it this weekend, and you will probably make an appearance in it as a character, because I've done several other of the like internet personalities. I've done Red Crusader, I've done Bullrush, and Nick August.
Okay.
So now, according to the poll, you win and you're in it.
So is it like Nick August is actually in the book, or a character that is obviously based off?
Exactly.
With a different name.
Exactly. He's called Papa Nick. Red Crusader is Red, and Bullrush is Bullrush. But they're screen names, so it's fine. They're not their real names. You'll probably be Aaron Gahan something. Yeah.
I knew I didn't want to win this poll.
Exactly.
I was like, hey, look, a poll I'm in lead. Let me try and boost my figures. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh shit, no. Vince is gonna do something.
Oh, absolutely. Amos hasn't even had me making it. Well, hold your pants on, sir, young sir, because you probably will.
Well, I'm a really smart guy who can't spell his own name.
Exactly. Some Polak, whatever, Taiwanese mix that you are.
Didn't Steele say, so what? You could spell your... No, wait, you could do math real good, but you can't spell your name right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
Dude,
so I'll have
that episode... Yeah.
I'll have Amos in as like a little retarded kid.
Dude, that was the best podcast you ever had, where you're talking about the Nazi themed restaurant.
The Japanese Nazi theme park restaurant. Yes.
Yeah, it was a concentration camp.
Concentration camp.
Yeah,
it was an Auschwitz themed restaurant. Only the Orientals can get away with that. They're like, they don't even know what they're doing. They're just going ahead and plowing ahead. They don't even know.
They just have a restaurant for everything.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Well,
I got a question.
We're drunk, by the way.
No, he
really?
Is.
Yes.
I'm not.
You're there almost. No? The fuck? Catch up. Okay. Fuck.
Catch up.
Can't have like one drunk person. I have two. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I've got the lightweight here. I'm Irish, German, and Italian.
Lightweight. I've been drinking all day.
Yeah, well, my liver's and iron.
Well, yes, your liver's fucking is been pickled.
Yeah.
So
anyways, Aaron, I was going to ask you. Have you seen the movie Midway, like the new one, not the one with Charlton Heston, the one that came out 2 years ago?
No, my stepdad, who I trust because he has very discerning taste, he said it was really good.
But
have you seen it?
No, I have not seen it. No.
Okay, you need to go watch it.
We're gonna watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, we're watching it tomorrow. So I thought it's a movie you would like. Rollo's seen it. I've seen it several times. I just got the DVD because I liked it so much. I didn't want to watch it by means that are not necessarily legal anymore. And who knows how long they're going to keep it, because it was. I mean, I'm not joking. There's a scene literally where the guy's working on like decoding all these messages, and his wife's kind of giving him a hard time. He's like, "Yeah, well, I'm saving American lives," and she looks at him and goes, "I'm going to make you a sandwich." Like, she literally says in this movie, I'll fix you a sandwich, and like just leaves and goes makes him a sandwich. And it's
As
like,
well she should.
yeah, exactly. So it's like that movie. I was watching this movie a couple last year. I was like, they're never gonna make a movie like this ever again. And it was made independently. It was the guy who did The Patriot with Mel Gibson.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so same guy.
Yeah.
So it was made entirely outside Hollywood. So I'm like, yeah, he's probably never. This kind of movie's never gonna get made again. Yeah.
Oh.
No.
It was adorable. see?
Yeah, no, I'll watch it. I'll watch it if I get the time. I'm gonna be busy.
Oh my God! I'm gonna watch it if I get the time.
Oh.
I'll watch it if I get the time. But I take possession of the house. Then I gotta go and do landscaping, and I gotta furnish a damn place, and then I gotta go down to Vegas because I got that conference on masculine excellence with Donovan Sharp. And
Well, hang on a second. Hang on.
yeah, one.
We're going to talk about this publicly because I there's a disconnect here.
Yeah.
What's up with you and George Bruno?
Nothing.
I
Mr.
never would have thought the day that you and George Bruno would be on a conference together. Something we're living in Twilight Zone episode. What the fuck is going on?
I didn't. Donovan invited all these people. They're the one that came up with the team that were Bilbo Baggins and Gandalf.
Dildo Faggins?
No, there's Bilbo. Whatever. Yes, it's your channel, man. If you want to. No,
I don't care.
There's 13, 14 speakers. I'm only one.
You're not answering my question.
Well, what? What's the question? I have never met George Bruno.
I know you were always making fun of George Bruno. Now you're on a fucking
because
panel.
Because him and Rob with the same beard.
Oh, okay.
Has the mixing story. Like who didn't make fun? I mean, yeah, but I've never. Oh, George Bruno, that dick or anything like that. I've never met the guy.
No, I have nothing against George Bruno. I'm just trying to figure out what this whole weird manosphere bullshit shift is.
It's not a. Donovan Sharp is putting together a seminar.
All right.
So he's the
all right. Who isn't putting together a fucking seminar?
Well, not to this level. He's got 14 speakers, and it was kind of fashioned off of, I think it was the 21 convention or Con 21.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So and Donovan has a big following, and he says, well, get a bunch of people together. He's and you capture what you keep, blah, blah, blah. And he wanted me to come in because obviously I'm the finance guy. And we're going to talk about financial excellence. So, and then I don't know.
Go that
far. Yeah. Is that a condo you own, or is that an apartment you still rent?
Hey, I could easily buy a house outright. I don't care about owning a house.
It's owned by a redhead I met, randomly online.
Exactly.
And instead of going through you, she just went directly to me and said, "Hey, TJ, I think you're really hot. You should come crash at my place."
What, did you actually meet a hot girl or something?
I'll tell you right now, Kansas City is full of hot women.
Oh no, no joke. All joke aside.
It's clean. It's clean.
Yeah.
Random people, there's no homeless, but there's like poor people that are friendly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no fat women.
And there's people who there's guys from the city who go around constantly.
Yeah, there's people pushing trash carts, cleaning up the streets.
That's crazy.
And is shit in the streets, or is that reserved for Portlandian and Seattle type people?
I think, man, I think a couple of years ago, I think that what the Midwest did is they took all their homeless people, put them on a bus, and sent them all the way to the West Coast.
No, what ended up happening is back in the 90s, it was really cool to go to Seattle and Portland because that's where all the cool kids went. So all the Midwestern losers in the suburbs and the small towns moved out to the coast, and they never came back. And now you're just looking at them.
Gotcha.
Anyways, we've been playing, me and Vince have been playing this game called Blood Red Skies. That was fun today.
Is it a board game?
Yeah.
No, it's a tabletop game. So I'm the Mustangs, I'm the Americans, I'm the winners.
I've got the Japanese Zeros. TJ beat me. So yeah, I wouldn't. No, say it's cool.
Well, then what? Can you play like BF 109s for the Germans or what?
You can. There's a variety of different planes you can purchase. You can buy different accoutrements. You can buy clouds. You can buy ships to have. You do bombing runs.
Yeah.
Buy B-52. Oh, it's amazing the fun you can have.
So the fun part is I've got a really old aircraft carrier model that was my grandfather's. So I'm actually thinking of like having it one time when we play and seeing. Maybe it might just be a prop, but it'll kind of just be cool because we have our planes right now. You got to buy a whole bunch of other stuff. But I think
you should go get your jacket and shit and put that on.
I got the jacket's right there.
Oh, well, okay. Well, how about the fucking hat and shit? The bomber hat.
This is great. You guys are hammered. This is.
We are completely wasted. Yeah, it's well, sort of.
You are.
Well, I am. You're close to it. Go get the hat. And he's got goggles and shit from his grandfather in World War II, man.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No shit. He's gonna go get it. Hang on. So we're gonna live stream one of the games, and he's gonna be wearing that shit. In the background, we're gonna have like World War II bomber talk in the background.
Right? Are you gonna if you're the enemy, are you gonna like dress up with the Japanese headband?
I'm gonna just sit there like this. Yeah.
Oh,
Slanty eyes.
your
Yeah,
channel,
so
man. It's your channel.
So here's the. So I'm the one wearing the jacket. Here's the.
It's fucking badass.
Yeah. Look at that. Holy
Right?
cow. TJ, you almost look cool.
You should talk to some of the people I talked to at the airport.
I know, right?
I wasn't wearing the goggles. I was wearing the jacket and the luggage. I brought my antique luggage with me, and got a lot of people who were just curious about it. Like,
Here's Nick in here. I think you're doing too. Look at the guy. You should be the one to talk, Nick, with your fucking Tuesday show, your Thursday show, your whatever show.
yeah. Anyways,
you like this show. Shut up.
Anyways, people responded really well. Like, I had a couple people who came up to me and they were looking at the luggage they were asking about, and then they were asking about the jacket.
Oh yeah, TJ has luggage from like 1950 or some shit.
Wow. There's so much to talk about.
I
On a date, she'll be like, "Oh, nice luggage, nice jack." The guy kind of.
It's more than
That's a
Cappy.
nice
It's like, hey, Cappy, nice stilts. You almost look like you're 5'3".
You're still shorter than Rob. What did you say, Aaron?
Aaron is taller than he should be.
He should be.
Yeah. Oh my god. So I've told this story before, but I'll repeat it for people who haven't been here. This jacket.
on my phone while you tell it.
Yo, that's fantastic, you dickhead.
Dick. So I was at a gun show years ago with a buddy, and he was buying guns. I was on unemployment, so I wasn't really in the mood for buying anything. I was just, it was an opportunity to hang out with a buddy. And I walked by this one booth, and the guy had this jacket here. And he just looks at me and goes, "Dude, you got to try on this jacket." So I put on this jacket. It fits perfectly, like no joke. Like, this is whatever. He goes, "Dude, you were meant to wear that." And I go, "How much is it?" And he says, "It's $150." I said, "Man,
it's yours.
I would love to have this jacket, but I just, I'm on unemployment right now. I just got my contract job just ended." He goes, $100, dude. Like, you need to wear this jacket.
Absolutely.
So I got it for $100. And then I'm not making this up. I had a woman who does leather work for a motorcycle gang. She did the some of the like cloth stuff right here. This is all new.
Okay.
Because the old stuff was kind of degrading or whatever. But she does stuff for motorcycle gangs, and she did all this other work. So that was this stuff here, the fur here is old. It's the original. So it's a 1951 Navy bomber jacket. And I also happen to have here, these are Navy boots.
He's all decked out for the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, you were dressed up for the game. I'm like, well, why were you dressed up? You were dressed up for the game then.
Yeah, pretty
well,
much.
I wear these boots all the time.
Well, the boots you wear all the time.
I was at a bar in my hometown drinking, and this guy comes up to me and just starts talking about like the Navy and Navy life, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And he looks at me and he's like, so what was it like for you? And I was like, I was never in the Navy. And he goes, really? Because you're wearing Navy boots. Like, this is what he recognized them. They're very specific.
Huh. Interesting. Would you guys like to see something? Well, I was going to say, I don't want to steal your thunder here, TJ. I mean, but I got to show you guys something even cooler than that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Look at that. New Balance shoes, huh? Look at that. New Balance shoes.
Did you get this at the dollar store?
No, I got them at, where did I get them? someplace, the shoe store. And
Is
I have to.
Is there a place called the shoe store where you're at?
No, I think it was like Foot Locker or something. I don't know. I went to a regular running store or something like that to get them. But here's the sad story. Kind of like how TJ got his jacket. It was used, but he got a good deal on it. Like at my gym, they used to have like used shoes that people would throw away, and you could recycle them. But, no, it's not disgusting. It's perfectly fine because I saved a lot of money. But like there are purists who if they'll only run 3 months in the shoes and there's still some perfectly good tread. So before the Wuhan, I had like 3 years of never buying shoes because I'd always be able to find a pretty good used pair of shoes. And now these are the first new, and I think it's a tragedy. This is how I'm suffering under the pandemic, is where I had to buy new shoes. This is exactly.
The New Balance is pretty comfortable though, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess they're actually popular with kids in New York City, like skateboarders or something.
Really?
Yeah,
usually Vans are the skateboarder shoes.
Well, or some quasi subculture out east somewhere. I don't know. People are like, oh yeah, those are really popular with this type of weird kids. So I'm like, oh, good. I guess. Red
Crusader is right. You need to get yourself a black and white tracksuit to go with your New Balance shoes.
My shorts and
what about your shorts?
I run in them.
You run in your shorts?
You have a run. You run your shorts.
Yes, I have a run in my shorts. Yes,
that's fantastic, Aaron. Hey, Luke.
Sober and going to bed at a good hour. I mean, because you two are.
Well, no, we fucking slept for like 12 hours yesterday.
We're watching Tombstone after this.
We're gonna watch Tombstone.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I can't guarantee that I won't pass out halfway through it, but
because he's a lightweight.
I am a lightweight. Yes.
Wyatt, I am rolling.
I am rolling.
Johnny Tyler,
you
madcap.
I forgot you were there. You may go now.
You may go now.
You may go now. You may leave.
You may go now. Leave the shotgun.
I'll be damned. If you're lucky, you just might be.
I said poke is an honest trade. Only a fool bucks the tiger at the.
Oh, at whatever he's at, yeah.
Yeah.
Rah. Wait.
Well, I'm glad you guys are having fun. Am I coming
in
and out or?
No, you're coming in and out because your internet sucks balls.
Oh, it does.
Are you, Cappy? I've talked to you about why you should not use AOL.com anymore, right?
Seriously, get rid of your AOL.
I mean, after you figure that out, I will teach you how to upload an attachment file to your email, like a good boomer.
Hey,
all right.
Hey, Vince.
There's a question.
Is this the same kid? Vince, I got a question though. Is this the same kid giving me advice? The one who can't make money on the internet?
Well, there's that. Yes.
Okay,
all right. So homeschool on a scale is Kansas City red blue pill mix of what would you live there? I would totally live here. Yeah.
I'm still just trying to get a feel for things. I'm really impressed with the people here. I'm impressed with the lack of trash, the lack of homeless people, the lack of politics. The one thing that's against it is just the lack of mountains for me. Honestly, it's just really hard being around kind of flat area everywhere. But I mean, at some point, I was chatting with Vince about this. I was talking to a Midwestern guy I knew, and I said, like, why are people around your region so normal and socially adjusted well? And he said, because, one of the theories he had was we don't have a lot of beautiful stuff around us like you do, like beautiful scenery. So we just have to be hospitable around each other. Because
there's a trade-off.
Yeah, that's all we have. We don't have places to escape from each other. So that's all we got. And I think that's probably a legitimate argument because Kansas City, there's some hills, but there's no mountains.
It's funny, and I made this comment before. It reminds me of a northeastern town like Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
It has it's a larger city, but it has a small town feel to it.
Right. The same thing here.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a mix of old architecture and new, which is very northeastern.
Yeah.
Have you guys made it to a town called Mission, Kansas?
What, Kansas?
Mission.
No, I've heard of it, but I haven't been there. No.
Okay. Well, down there's a good barbecue place, but Get some like Kansas City barbecue while you're there, so at least taste.
Oh,
the
yeah, we
culinary.
heard.
Yeah.
We've heard about.
No, it's amazing. We had I got us a Lyft driver from the airport. I waited for this fucker for like 4 hours at the airport. Like
Why?
fucking falling asleep in my chair. There was no reason to get two Lyft. We couldn't check in until 3 anyway.
Oh, okay.
I got in around noon, so I would just wait at the airport.
You guys sharing a hotel room?
It's an Airbnb.
You're sharing an Airbnb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm the one with the gay hand. All right.
Well, there's 2 separate bedrooms there, Mr. Aaron.
Yeah, unlike yours.
Why did you spend the extra money when we all know what's going to happen tonight? I mean, it's just,
Aaron, stop projecting.
Oh, yeah, I don't project that.
Yeah,
You fucking gay kid.
project. Yeah.
So our driver, our Lyft driver, he went above and beyond the call of duty. He started giving us a tour of the city.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this is here, this is that. Check out this. Don't check out that. This is good. This is not good. So it was very cool.
Right.
Cool.
Everybody.
You'll find that in Kansas is conservative. I would say Midwest towns, but Minneapolis, St. Paul, Chicago, even St. Louis are all kind of.
I don't consider those cities to be. I mean, they're notoriously, the Scandinavian ones, like you, are notoriously cut. So
we are. That's
but
why I left.
I think the thing is also what we've noticed here is there's so much empty space. Like they're trying to lease all these old buildings. So I just don't think the city has money to deal with a lot of stuff. And so people who are trying to be parasites know that they're not going to get money here. Whereas other places, if you go to Seattle, if you're a homeless guy, you're going to get free food and lodging, and you can go.
Drugs.
And
you
drugs,
can go get drugs, and you can also, abuse children, and they'll say you're stunning and brave.
Stunning and brave.
Amos, what's happening?
What's up?
What's up, brother?
Hey, Amos.
All right, what are you complaining about that I haven't had you in the story yet?
I'm not in the story yet.
Hang on a second. Have you read any of it?
That was too long of a pause.
Have you read? Yeah, you haven't. You dickhead.
I've read a little bit.
No. That's not your dick. No, you haven't read shit.
I maybe read a paragraph at one point.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Why am I not in the story? Because you didn't read the story.
You haven't
Hold
read.
it. Vince, are you is this being published on the internet for free? Like, can people just access it, or are you?
No, it's I'm publishing it as a serial through Punch Riot Magazine with Nick August.
Okay.
And once it's done, I'm going to release it as a novel.
So is it a serial, and you have to pay to get behind a paywall to read it?
Correct.
On
yeah, it's a paid magazine.
Okay.
It's a serial. Yeah. So Amos apparently doesn't want to pay for it, even though it's only like $5.
I do pay for it.
What did you say?
I actually do pay for it.
Wait, hang on. So you're wasting your money, is what you're saying. You're paying for it, but you're not reading any of the great work.
Nick August not complaining.
I support Nick August, but I just haven't read much of it.
You son of a bitch! All right, I will put you in the story if you read. So you have to read.
No. You put him in the story as somebody who doesn't read.
Oh, okay. Like
he's a police captain who doesn't read the police reports.
Exactly. So basically, I'll turn him into a street retard.
Amos, you're gonna be the police chief who doesn't read the police reports, so he doesn't know what's going on.
Oh man.
Wait a minute, Red Crusader, it's your bedtime? Oh, wait,
it's bedtime.
It's 11. It's probably 11. No, it's 10:50.
Actually, that reminds me. Hang on, I'll be back in a second. I gotta take.
Oh my gosh!
He's gonna touch himself in the swimsuit area.
Prostate exam.
Yeah.
So, what issue does the story start?
Oh my God! 7 months ago. You do the math. I'm not doing it. I'm too drunk.
Yeah, you're tired.
You don't remember which issue?
Yeah, all you guys.
What the fuck should I know? It's not my magazine.
Look at the Game Pride Gallery. Jack, you missed Aaron.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say you missed him.
I wouldn't say I've been missing him.
I wouldn't say I've been missing him, yeah.
This from a guy who was going by, what was it, Dick Cola? The last time we were all together.
Oh my
So
Hey, it's the one cool guy who has like an awesome collection, unlike you guys. This is all right.
Yeah, homeschool. It is.
Aaron, we've seen your collection, and we never want to see it again, and we'll never talk about it.
Who's on the bottom left? Reintroduce me to who?
That's right. Once they change the laws in Seattle, we're going to get married.
I know, because guys, I don't know if you know this, but Seattle is very anti-gay. You know,
that's weird, actually, considering their politics.
Anyway, guys, Jack. I have to get going because the restaurant is going to close, and I gotta get some food.
My girlfriend, my wife's.
All right, water boy.
And the girlfriend is not here. So it's
no, she's texting you saying, "Aaron, where are you at? I need to know where you are at all times."
That's because you're there with your boyfriend. He's in the bathroom. Yes. All right, whatever.
Anyway,
thanks for joining us, though.
Thanks for having me on. I'll see you guys in about a month or so. All right.
See you later, Cappy.
All right, later, you fucking cock. Jack, we just invited you on the show.
Rob, what's happening?
Oh, not too much. How are you guys doing?
We're doing
We're
good.
doing well. We're having fun out here.
We've been having fun.
Well, it looks like it. Certainly dressed the part.
At least he is, yeah.
Do you have any cool cruise patch or anything on the back of your jacket?
No, my so I bought it the way it is, and my uncle, who was in the military, said, "Don't ever put any patches on it. The moment you do, it loses its value."
Mm-hmm.
So Jack just woke up and he won't come on the show.
I just woke up. Jack,
I mean, come on.
Great. Put on some, get some coffee, and make it happen.
Do what you need to do, Jack. Stop whining.
I mean, it's not like it would be the first time that Jack's been nude with his hair all messed on the internet, right? I mean,
Aaron might actually come back on the show and be like, "Oh,
yeah,
what?
Well, I'm coming back." Just make sure you wear a shirt. You don't have to wear pants. That's fine.
But no, I just I don't have my old jacket, but I have thought about getting a replica of my father's cruise patch to put on it, because I have his original. He served on the Yorktown, so it's the Far East Asian cruise from 1966. So, but there's no way I'm putting that vintage patch on anything, because that's it. One of his daughters gave that to me, and so it was one of those things that I didn't know my father very well, so it's just kind of a special thing. But
you have a question from homeschool time, Robert?
Oh, I do.
You do, yeah.
Despite the fact that our governor has an R beside his name, he governs pretty much like a certain Democrat to the north in Michigan, and not too different from, he leads from behind. I guess that's a kind way of putting it.
Oh, so you get right in line with Aaron Clary's
taking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's he's lovingly referred to as high tax Holcomb. So he's yet to meet a tax he didn't raise or increase or make whole cloth. So, but I mean, if you're one of his cronies or donors, you're fine. But he's currently, I guess, in Israel right now, solving the Mideast peace process. No, seriously.
I know. I'm not surprised at all. It's like, can these guys actually focus on their own states and stop focusing on what's going on?
Yeah.
10,000 miles away. Now, they all got to go.
They got to go, see?
They got to go, see?
Yeah, he's not much. He's probably no more of a Republican than the governor of Ohio. and I know we've got guys from Ohio here because they invite me out for pizza and beer occasionally. Yeah. So whenever I'm over there. So yeah,
reminds me of what Oliver Cromwell said to Parliament. He says, "You have no more religion than my horse."
Yes.
Later, Jack. You dirty whore.
Oh. So that basically is like, you're no more Republican than Whitmer. Like, what good are you?
Right. I keep wondering what Well, okay, Dr. Box, who is the which this gets more funny as this goes on. Dr. Box is the female doctor in charge of like Health and Human Services here for the state of Indiana. So the one governing how we do things and how we handle things with the pandemic last year. So Dr. Box, who's a gynecologist, is handling.
Wow.
Yeah. So needless to say, apparently he has information that Abbott in Texas and DeSantis in Florida do not have, despite having better numbers than ours and being more open sooner than us. And so, for example, while the state has lifted the mask mandate, the cities and local municipalities, of course, can still have them if they want them. And of course, in our capital city of Indianapolis, Boss Hogsett, the mayor, who has a D by his name, but he's really not much different than the R governor. So there you go. He has the mask mandate going up through till I think it's 1st or 2nd of June. So basically, it ends after the Indianapolis 500 this weekend. So everyone who's attending the Indianapolis 500, one of the major events in my home state, has to sit in 70, 80 degree weather outside on the bleachers, socially distanced, wearing a mask. So there you go. So that's how it goes. So that's why I am looking to move out west as soon as possible, which I've wanted to do anyway, because
thanks, Mictobus.
The Rocky Mountains and Wyoming, Colorado, and which, you know, Colorado's not even really seriously considering, but Wyoming and Montana I absolutely love and would love to go there. But unfortunately, all the land's being bought up by actors and actresses from Hollywood. So, looking forward to them like locusts ruining those states, making them unlivable and worthless for me to move to. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. That it's just like if there's an area that is aesthetically or geographically beautiful, a lot of parasites are going to move there.
Oh, so
yeah. I think that's one of the reasons why Kansas City has kind of been immune, is because those people just don't want to be there. It's not going to attract all the Hollywood parasites. Like,
you're dropping shit.
Yeah, I know I'm dropping stuff.
Jesus Christ.
So, I mean, that's kind of the problem in my area. My area is very beautiful, but it's attracting a lot of spurgs and retards. Like,
yeah.
So it's like, great.
Spurgs and
retards. So it's like,
what's the hipster douchebag populace of where you live? What runs there?
It's not so much hipsters anymore. It's just, I'm not trying to be I don't try to get dark. Yeah.
You really are, yeah.
But the Pacific Northwest is really attracting all the mentally ill or the traumatized people. So let's say like you're some girl from some small town, Oklahoma,
or Aaron Clary.
You're gonna move over to where I live and be a hippie and carry that trauma and project it onto the native population.
Look what the cat drug in. Look what the cat drug in.
Oh my God! Who is this? Who's this guy from the South? I don't recall we ever invited his kind.
Watch your foot there. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ! Get the boots out of the way.
Well, he practically has the Cool Hand Luke glasses going. He just needs the shades to be mirrored, and he'd look like the walking boss.
I thought we didn't. I thought we had a rule against people below the Mason-Dixon line.
Don't you have a rule about not being drunk on your own show?
Not really.
That's not. I'm fine. It's this dude.
I'm not drunk.
He's still drinking.
I'm still drinking. Yeah, haven't drunk exactly. Where's your drink?
I already consumed it.
What the fuck? There's another one there if you want. And you still got that wine left.
Hey, remember?
I thought Cappy left.
Cappy did leave.
He's a jackass.
A different wine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
that's
a different wine. Yes.
I really shouldn't bust his chops. I don't know him that well.
That is true. That is entirely disrespectful of you.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Stop that.
Well,
No, actually,
where are y'all? You're in Little Rock, Arkansas, or something like that?
no, you're in Little Rock, Arkansas. We are.
no, we'd be squealing like pigs.
Yes, we're screwed like a pig. We are in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay. Some kind of gay convention or something?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
National Wine Day.
Yes. No. Well,
Yeah.
right now I'm drinking a Guinness. So I have not had any wine the entire time. We had whiskey. We had those. What that one dude fucking make? There's a.
Oh yeah, so
beer things.
He made a beer which was a combination of
something from France.
It was a nutmeg liqueur similar to Frangelico, and then he put whipping cream on top of it, and it was very good.
It looked like a mini beer.
And it looked like a mini beer, and it was very good. Yeah.
It was in the Irish bar we went to.
Yeah.
You got a sophisticated audience here. Mick Tubis is talking about Ayn Rand and
I know, right?
Gulch and Cappy's books.
It's funny he says that. Like, I have a lot of Ayn Rand's like early stuff and a lot of her works. I just don't talk about it with people because
they don't get it.
Well, most people, like, on both sides, they're like Randites, where they're like religiously, autistically defensive of her, and there's people on the other side who just don't get any of her stuff. It's like,
don't worry, Mick Tubis, you'll meet Aaron.
I've read all of her. I've read her fiction. I've read her philosophy. I can have an intelligent discussion. Most people are not prepared to have that discussion, so it's not going to happen. So,
well,
we gotta move on to Rothbard and some of these other guys.
Well, in defense of Rothbard, I was actually reading one of
drugs.
I was reading one of Murray Rothbard's books. It's called Conceived in Liberty. It's this massive volume on the history of the American colonies. It's very readable. Ayn Rand's fiction was not readable. Her philosophy was very readable.
She's a great thinker, but she was a shitty novelist. That's just
the problem is she was not capable. Yeah. She put a lot of like there was the famous John Galt speech in Atlas Shrugged. It's a 45-page speech. It's like, good Lord, woman! Like, I've written novels shorter than that. Like, she needed to edit that stuff. So,
she had two strikes against her. She was Russian and she was female, so she was never going to shut up.
Yeah,
well, that's true.
Well, that and also
she'd have a mandatory.
Here's the other problem. Like, I saw one of her interviews, and if you're going to have somebody argue for self-interest, you don't have somebody who looks like this communist. She came off as she was Russian. She had that thick Russian accent. She had that very like stoic.
Moose and squirrel.
Yeah, it is not. We argue. It's like, okay, you're not going to ever have a Russian.
Drink the Russian vodka.
Yeah, in the middle of the Cold War, you're going to have a Russian because she's not going to convince anybody of anything. Or like, yeah, this is really weird and it's foreign. You like.
School.
Or it's Ayn Rand could not.
That's a bust on you, indirectly. Yeah.
I didn't write 45-page speeches, and my novels have been short.
Well, Sass says that Rand was dry as sand, and he would know because he dated her.
Yeah.
He dried that shit right out.
Who didn't date her?
No.
Damn.
One of the things I find interesting is most of her detractors and some of her supporters have never read her, but
that's the problem. Is like, I've read a lot of her stuff. I was really interested in her stuff 10 years ago. I was reading, and I still have all of her works, and I was reading a lot of her books. And she good stuff, but like I could see where people could critique it, but it's almost like you only get the extremes of like, oh, she was a genius, and any criticism of her is, and then the other side of it is. Everything she had to say was like insane. It's like, no, guys, you're like missing the point. She was someone who came from Soviet Russia, where there was no individualism. She's arguing against that. Like, you got to kind of read between the lines on that stuff. But most people are not able to walk that walk. Like it's a narrow walk of like, yes, she was right here and she was wrong here. And I'm going to take the good stuff that she said, and I'm not going to accept the bad stuff. But most people think it's almost like a religion where you either take it all or you don't take any of it.
Right.
Take it.
Oh my God.
Those who
Fiction.
understand know
I
that
prefer
she's
nonfiction.
right.
Yeah, Drew, I agree. I've read her philosophy. Her philosophy is very real because she just gets to the point. Her best book was her first novel, and it was based on her own life in part. It was called We the Living. It was a good book. It was a little long, but I liked it.
That's
And then
what Victibus
there was
is saying
also
now.
Anthem. That was pretty good as well because it's a lot shorter. But it
Victibus
was,
is talking to you as well.
yeah.
Fiction or war? I would say you're right, Victibus. I would say it's a warning.
Mhm.
It's definitely a warning. Just like that Russian defector. I forget his name.
Bezmenov.
Yeah.
Yuri Brezhmenov. Yeah. Yuri Brezhmenov, you dirty whore.
Tavares.
Meh. What? What are you mumbling?
It's Russian.
Oh, okay. What does it mean? What does it mean? Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Well, Aaron is kind of gay. Yeah.
Gay hand job is what it means.
Pretty much. It's the Aaron. Well, trust me. Aaron won the poll, so he is going. Nick, we talked about.
Speaking
this.
of polls, Amos.
Hi.
All right. Nick and I talked about this. He knows. Nick has a secret. He knows how Aaron is going to be interspersed into the novel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interspersed or inseminated, which
Yeah, it's the same shit. Yeah.
okay.
So, Robert, do you subscribe to Punch Riot?
Not yet,
Why not?
because I only have so much time in my day, and some of that time has to be spent earning money.
That's not the question I asked you, though.
I just haven't gotten around to doing so yet.
As soon as this broadcast is over, you're going to go over to Punch Riot and you're going to become a subscriber because you want to read my novella Laser Dicks.
Well, I will definitely do that. Although lately I've been reading a lot of the stuff Drew's been posting because he's been putting out a lot of really good information about weightlifting and
that's nice
and stuff.
I get that. And Drew is very much, he knows his shit. And
yeah.
Drew is in the chat, and thank you, Drew, for being here.
Yeah.
This is not that.
I know.
Punch Riot has nothing to do with Drew.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I've only got so much time, and I've got projects to work on. I've got books to edit and scripts to read and auditions to try and get. And
here's the thing: everybody, we all like Drew, but Drew's got 2 strikes against him. He lives in Florida and wears tank tops all the time. And I mean, can you really trust somebody who always wears tank tops?
Wife beat. He wears this.
Yeah.
Well, on the flip side, there are wife beaters. That's always a plus.
Yeah.
God,
man, wife beater. See,
and I can't. Having guns like Drew, I can't blame him for wanting to, let those puppies air out.
Well, yeah. If you're not beating your wife, then what are you doing?
Yeah. I will jump on the bandwagon. I bought a couple of Drew's books.
No, they are good.
A couple of workout books, and I also interviewed him on a live stream a couple times, and he's forgotten more about lifting and all that shit than I will.
Yeah, I would love to spend some time with Drew and work on some things because I have talked to medical doctors and people who are licensed nutritionists about eating for strength training and conditioning and for weightlifting and for building muscle and burning fat, and get non-answers basically. And Drew will put out more solid medical advice and useful information in one of his tweets than a PhD, physician or nutritionalist does that you have to schedule an appointment to go see. So, I mean, just for free, Drew drops a lot of really, useful stuff. So, trying to do some things where I can, buy his book and that kind of stuff to try and support him. It's like I picked up TJ's book, to read. And so I'm working on supporting guys in the masculine geek community. It's just a matter of there's only so much time and so much money, and some of the reading I have to do is money, and so
the great thing about, I Drew's newsletter is one of the few newsletters I'm subscribed to.
Mhm.
And you mentioned buying TJ's books too, and I've bought several of those. TJ's books are really good value because even if the book is short, it's still, for some reason, it never ends. So you get a whole lot more content when you get toward the end of it, because it's just like there's just always another page to go. I don't know what it is. It keeps on going and going.
It's like the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah.
Kind of like me with a redhead.
So what
It's
are
like
you
a
drinking tonight, Nick?
bottomless basket of fries.
Yeah.
It's a bonus fry.
Totally approve the Guinness. What are you drinking tonight, Nick?
I'm drinking Four Roses small batch.
Oh, nice, dude.
Oh.
That's a great one.
We've been drinking all evening, so we've had a bunch of shit in addition to this. So
Yeah.
And you're sharing a room?
yeah, who knows what's going to happen later?
It makes it easier for Vince. when he's with TJ, it helps to be liquored up.
Oh my God! Don't make it gay, guys.
Hey, I've been live streaming since 7 my time, so I got to run. It's past my bedtime, but it was good to see y'all.
You old
Good
bastard.
to see you too, Nick.
Absolutely. I'll have the chapter 7 out to you by Sunday.
And where is it that I need to subscribe and register at, Nick?
Go to punchriot.com.
Well, I was going to let Nick plug his stuff, man. That's what I was trying to,
Well, wait. I'm sorry. Is this a Robert Kuzlin show? Is that what that is?
well, someone sober has to be
wait
flying
a minute,
draft, right?
Wait a minute. Where's the mute button? Oh my God! Look at that. The mute button. Yes, there we go. No, it's cool. Go ahead, Robert. Shut up, TJ. Good, Robert.
No, so punchriot.com, right?
Yeah, there's a link there, subscription link. It'll take you to the Patreon page if you want to go. Now, unlike Vince, I don't try to strong arm people into subscribing. In fact,
You just rely on us to do that for you.
if you don't see the incredible value of being able to read Vince and TJ on a more or less monthly basis, then I don't want your goddamn money anymore.
Exactly. Yes. That's right, you fuckers.
These guys. Yeah. Thanks.
Take care.
All right, later, Nick. You fucking dick. What's up, Christian? Christian's in the house.
Oh, nice.
No, Nick does a very good production. Is very good.
I like what
good production guy, and I like their mission. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So Amos, I hear half your family don't come from a country anymore. Is that what John Cena was telling me?
John Cena can suck a dick. Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard about that. He said he made some comment about John Cena made some comment about Taiwan and then got flack for it. So he started apologizing for acknowledging Taiwan as a country.
Oh shit!
I respect China and their culture. So it's nothing to do with that.
Yeah, and it was in very bad Mandarin. I guess someone had interviewed him about. I guess someone interviewed him about one of the Fast and Furious movies, and we're asking him about any Asians working on it or any Chinese people working on it or something like that. And I guess maybe there was from Taiwan or something like that. And he mentioned that, and he referred to Taiwan being a country. And I guess Xi Jinping phoned him up and, in his little Winnie the Pooh Mandarin voice said, "No honey for you, John Cena." And so exactly. John Cena got coached in very poor Mandarin and made this very long apologetic, struggle session video to apologize because Taiwan isn't a country, it's a part of
NASA
China.
Got in trouble for that too. NASA had NASA had some like online application, something on their website, and people were clicking on it, and you could scroll down to look at the night sky from where you are, or something like that. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you could scroll to all these countries, and Taiwan was a country on their website.
Mm-hmm.
So NASA got in trouble and deleted that.
Yeah. Which is funny because going back to something I was talking about earlier, that cruise patch of my father's, on the back of it, there's the flag of the United States. There's the flag for the United Nations. There is the flag of Japan. And then there's the flag of Taiwan.
Yeah.
And that similar cruise patch, but for the USS, instead of my father's was the Yorktown. In the movie Top Gun, the cruise patch on the back of Tom Cruise's jacket was from the USS Galveston.
Yeah.
And I guess it's supposed to be his father's ship and cruise patch. Anyway, in the new Maverick Top Gun sequel, there is a cruise patch on the back, but the flags for Taiwan and for Japan are no longer there.
Yeah.
There are two other nonsense symbols representing them because, Japan isn't our ally, nor is the, non-communist Chinese country in the Far East that is Taiwan. So, yeah, and of course, and Hollywood always willing to get on its knees without knee pads for China, and love China a long time. Sucky $5.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Is people will talk about how they'll talk about how, what was it? Bill Maher had a really good point on it. He said, no, Hollywood's not racist. Their biggest customer is.
It's totally true.
Like if you there's some really funny stuff you can find. So when Black Panther came out, it was like in the US, it would show Chadwick Boseman's face on the poster, and he's the Black Panther. Well, in China, they had to change the poster to the character with the mask on, because we can't acknowledge that we can't advertise that a black man is in a movie. In the same way, and all the regardless of what you think of the Star Wars sequels, they had I forgot what his name was, but the guy who played Finn on the side. Well, in the posters in China, he's not on the poster.
Yeah, they completely edited him out.
And yeah, that's the thing. It's just there's this weird balance that Hollywood has to try to play the woke and the playing to the market that the Chinese hold over us.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole reason that the Ancient in Doc Strange was changed from this Tibetan monk-like character to the whiter than white androgynous actress that they picked to play this ancient mystic,
Tilda Swinton.
Yeah. And
they had her play supposedly a monk.
Yeah.
Instead of a Tibetan.
If you're Asian, why should we get an Asian male to play this part when we can get a Brit female to do it, or Australian, whatever she
play
is.
A ambiguous monk. Not Tibetan.
Yeah. So that kind of stuff irritates the snot out of me, because I mean, if you're no better friends than that, then you're really not being friends at all. So that's kind of how I look at it. But I'm told I have a very simple, pragmatic view of the universe. And
the best is Taiwan makes good pocket knives and fountain pens. That's all I know.
They also have a pretty cool medical museum, if I remember correctly.
Well, here's a classic.
Hey, shut up! Shut your pie holes.
Hong Kong no more to stand with China. We need independence.
Yep. And what's your message to? Have you seen Donald Trump? Do you think he should step in?
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
Wait a minute. One more time for the lead paint eaters.
No more to stand with China. We need independence.
Yeah. And what's your message to? Have you seen Donald Trump? Do you think he should step in?
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
That pretty much says it all.
People ask me every day, what do I do to look the way that I do? When I tell them,
What? What do you got playing in the background there, Vince?
It was
Aaron Clary beauty tips. What is that?
It was the Aaron Clary gay hour, apparently.
Yeah, I was
Whatever.
telling how do you lube up?
Yeah, right. How do you loop? Yeah, that's right. Hopefully, he's still alive.
Yeah, with the shades probably protected him. Funny thing, you guys know Tank Man, right?
No.
Oh
what's
yeah,
that?
from Tiananmen Square. Yeah,
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
yeah.
That guy, yeah. They never found him.
Whoa, really? Holy shit.
He just the thing was, yeah, they tried to identify the guy and they couldn't. He disappeared.
Well, I mean, it's not like they all look alike. Oh wait.
Oh my god. DJ's finally drunk.
Wow.
Damn.
That's what happens when you have a billion Hans in one country.
You're just digging it deeper, DJ. It's just
It's
I'm
just
just saying what everybody knows.
there's something to be said about that, but when you live there long enough, like there's something in the brain about how you identify people, how you recognize faces, and there's like a clear distinction between how we identify faces as white people and as Asians or as black people or wherever. So if you stay in somewhere like Taiwan or China for like more than a few days, you'll actually start to see individuals instead of all looking the same.
Well, you and I have had this
like,
conversation offline,
Yeah.
but when people talk about, racial disharmony and strife and conflict and stuff like that, I'm like, if you want to see an interesting level or layers to racism, get a Japanese person, a Chinese person, a Vietnamese person, a Korean person, and for fun, a Filipino, all together in the same room. And you can purposefully pick people that look as similar as possible to each other. And
dildo faggots get
and but they will all know. It's like that thousands of years of social interaction have built a lot of very strong feelings and opinions when it comes to a person's ethnicity in that region, and it's at a level that I think most Americans can't even possibly comprehend. So
Yeah, that's why I can't stand people who are like, "Oh, this country's horrible." It's like, "Oh, really?" That's why all these people are willing to die to get to our country.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not fooling me. It's like some, you're in a relationship with some crazy chick and she's like, "I hate you. You're the worst person that's ever happened to me." And you're like, "Well, maybe we should stop seeing each other."
No.
Why? Don't leave me. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, it's clear. Yeah, there's something else going on. Yeah, you're crazy.
But when TJ was saying all Asians look alike, he didn't mean you, Amos, because you that half Polish makes you different.
Yeah.
So you're all right.
Yeah. No, I get that. It's just I know like,
that tripping over his own feet gives him away. Yeah.
His inability. No, he can do like he knows the Pythagorean theorem. What he doesn't know is his own name. That's just the point.
Yeah.
what do you mean I don't know my own? What is this whole thing about me not knowing my own name?
You're Polish.
Yeah.
Yeah, Polish.
I know my.
Yeah,
You're
he's making Polak jokes at your expense.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're
Yeah.
Why
Polak
do Polacks not know their own name?
because they're Polacks. They're dumb.
Hey, big-
Well done.
I mean, I knew that joke for years. See, it's funny. You know what makes it funnier? My Chinese surname is Wong.
You mean Taiwanese?
No, it's Chinese.
Tutu Twain.
I speak Chinese, but I am Taiwanese.
Oh, great.
That is true. You were giving us some Chinese lessons at the Masculine Geek meetup in Gettysburg.
Because you got we speak English, but we're American.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if we get invaded, who are you going to translate for?
Good question.
I'd probably
whoever the winner is.
First off, it's very difficult for us to get invaded.
Well,
we're already getting invaded.
There's invaded physically, and there's invaded from the inside from our public policy. Yeah.
I mean, that's a separate thing. I'm saying if you want to talk physical invasion, it's extreme. We're probably one of the most difficult countries to physically invade.
Yeah, that's why
simply because of the ocean.
Pearl Harbor didn't work out, so they're getting us with tape decks.
Exactly. Oh shit!
So, how long are you gentlemen in Kansas City?
Forever.
Forever. Yes. Until fuck you, Nick. Until Sunday.
Okay.
We're meeting up with Quintus Curtius and Joe Curl tomorrow night. There's a bar. They double in our bar.
Oh, okay.
That'll be cool. It'd be nice to shake Quintus's hand and meet him in person.
So kind of a mini MG meetup kind of thing going on.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Great.
Did you guys connect with Conk at all?
No. Is he in the area?
Yeah, he literally is. Yeah.
well, let him know that we're here.
Yeah. When I went through there, we went and grabbed biscuits and gravy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that. It's a very southern thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Drew, you want to come on the show? Let's get you on the show. Oh my God, here we go. This is the insanity ensues when we invite Drew.
That's where we have to worry about the NSA or the FBI.
The NSA or the FBI listening in whenever Drew comes on. Yeah.
Oh, I already mentioned some what's his name? Because you guys were talking about Rand, and I brought up Rothbard.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys heard of Samuel Edward Konkin III?
No.
Have you, TJ?
I can't say I have.
So that is where you get into the real rabbit hole of kind of fringe libertarianism almost. So he brought about the ideas of what's now called agorism.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but Rothbard's not going to get you in trouble. Nobody knows. The FBI, first of all, the FBI, the federal agents are a bunch of retards. They don't know who Rothbard is, and they're just a bunch of spurgs.
Yeah.
If you say, a bunch of words I'm not going to say on this live stream, but if you say a bunch of words,
You'll get flagged.
you'll get flagged.
Yeah, that's without doubt. Big Brother is watching.
Yeah,
Ask me how I know.
Rothbard is not going to get you flagged. Because Rothbard was this funny guy who was kind of he laughed as he wrote about how the state was illegitimate. That's not going to get you flagged. Yeah, some guy, you're quoting some guy I'm not going to say his name. You quote some guy his name. Well, Karen Clary, some guy I'm not going to say his name.
All right.
We got a bit of feedback there, Drew.
We got feedback, Drew. Jesus Christ.
Oops. Still having to open on YouTube when I open this.
But if you get into some interesting areas where you can explore what's called counter economics, that can get some flags. Talking about basically completely breaking off from the system. What you would get into.
You can open up the sangria if you want, or the rest of the wine.
Now, that's one of the reasons that they're not fond of the whole idea of cryptocurrency in any shape or form.
Yeah, because you can't control it.
That's why it's so important.
Mm-hmm.
We absolutely need a method of commerce that is completely beyond their reach for that exact reason.
Yeah.
They want to turn us into a cashless society because it would give them control over everybody's finances, and we can ever allow them to have that.
And of course, printing up as much money as they are and completely devaluing what is there doesn't help things.
Almost got to wonder if it's not intentional.
Oh, I have no doubt that it's, I know that it's intentional. Now, the question to me at least becomes how much of it is incompetence versus nefarious intent, because it's honestly, it's a combination too, because there are certain, there's a certain, congressional senatorial type person from New York who looks similar to a brain jackass who I honestly think isn't so much purposefully evil as she is just absolutely stupid, and her beliefs are completely just incomprehensibly dumb, but there are definitely certain people that are very nefarious. I know I've have enough experience from my time in the military and from working around men who worked in various government agencies that have alphabets instead of names. And, I knew them well enough to know when they were BSing me and when they were being, very serious. Why does this particular agency in the government not have a line item budget in any bill? Well, it's because they make their money being a criminal organization, essentially trafficking in all kinds of illegal, narcotics and other things. And, hey, when you've got a corner on the heroin market, that's, why.
By the way,
which is also probably a large part of the reason that it is still illegal.
Oh, yeah.
If it were legalized, it would significantly affect an income stream for some of these agencies.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Although, when the thing that's really funny is, what was it? A province in Canada where marijuana's legal, and yet they're still losing money on marijuana. Well, how do you lose money on marijuana?
You put the
because they had their fingers so deep in it. Yeah, the government was.
I frequently answer questions whenever somebody says the government should do this, or the government should do that, or they should do something about this problem or that problem. They say, do not ask the government to solve a problem unless you want it made much worse and exponentially more expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it turns into a racket at that point.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, somewhat, I always hear the argument, well, what about the roads? What about the roads? There are potholes in various parts of my hometown that have not been dealt with in months, going all the way back to before winter of last year. Guess what? If that pothole's in my neighborhood and I know how to fix it, and I just went to a few of the houses around that neighborhood and said, hey, it's going to cost this much for me to get the asphalt to put this in. The labor is on me.
It's your fault.
Yeah, and it's like, let's get together and fix this. Well, obviously I can't do that because the government won't let me. But if it wasn't the government's responsibility, but our community,
they'd have to catch you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there is that. But the thing is, it's like, do you honestly think if I had a business in this area and the roads are messed up and those roads being messed up interfering with my business, I wouldn't either myself, if I could afford it, or get together with other businesses in my area and we wouldn't get this thing taken care of?
The government does not make roads.
No.
Government hires private contractors to make roads.
Yes.
And how much money is wasted on all of the bureaucracy involved if private companies made the roads on contract to people who would just buy that land, private investors, and say, we're going to put roads here and here and here, and then we were going to maybe set up tolls.
Mm-hmm.
The cost for the roads would be lower. They'd be better maintained.
Mm-hmm.
And even with the tolls, here's the thing. Oh, we'd have all these tolls. Well, yeah, but you know what? The taxes would be lower because we wouldn't be paying that money to the government to handle all of it. So what little it would cost for tolls would be much less than what we'd be paying in taxes for the government to make a mess out of the roads. And they would be better planned.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the cities planning some places, it's absolutely disastrous. Anyways, put the government in control of something, it's going to suck, and it's going to be far more expensive than it ought to be.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Did you know the Department of Education has a SWAT team?
Well, not yet. You don't have to plug it in yet.
Is that in case somebody misgenders?
No. They've a lot of departments, like federal departments, all have their own version of a SWAT team, including the Department of Education. I think maybe the Bureau of Land Management. They all have their own police.
Yeah, I mentioned that before. One of my MG newsletters. Every federal agency, even down to the Department of Education, has their own SWAT team, and they don't need Congress to convene them. Where the president has that power to activate them. So
and even state level departments will have. Weird jurisdiction that makes no sense. I used to, so my family used to purchase what's called raw milk. Basically, it's milk directly from a farm from organic cows, not pasteurized.
They do that here in Pennsylvania.
Well, there's a lot of rules and stuff, like how you can buy it, where you can buy it, where it's legal, and all this stuff. And someone we were buying it from, we had to stop buying from because the Department of Agriculture from Minnesota went down to their farm and literally just threw a padlock on their farm. There's no, you're not allowed, that's illegal, however, how they did it. But somehow they have this overreach.
There was a time when they would have been shot for coming on the property and trying to get, and we need to get back to those times.
We need to make tar and feather great again.
That's one thing,
Yeah. Politicians need to be afraid of us again instead of the population being afraid of politicians.
Yeah.
They forget that they are not rulers. They are public servants. They are supposed to.
They're elected officials.
Our interests, not rule over us.
Right. But we just spent the last year with the government in cooperation with all the major media outlets and major tech communication outlets, spent the last year doing everything possible to make the populace as fearful as possible.
Well, that's what it comes down to. It actually transcends all political parties. You have the fearful and then the fearless. Those are the two populations right now.
Yep. And it's just, and what's being done, I mean, public education was crap to begin with, but what all's going on now, and especially after this last year of locking kids up in little plastic cubicles with their mask on their face and just afraid to be near each other and communicate with each other. I shudder when I think of the psychological damage that's been done to youngsters over this last year in a lot of cases. I mean, it's just
we won't see the repercussions for this for a few years, but you are correct. So all right, gentlemen, it's coming up on the 1.5 hour mark, and TJ and I are going to go watch Tombstone and continue to get drunk, and then
I'm sorry, Johnny, I forgot you were there.
I forgot you were
may
there.
go now.
You may go now. Yes. So it's been fantastic having you all on. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for the invite. Always.
Absolutely. Everyone in the chat, thank you for joining us. Everyone watching later, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for viewing. Go hit that like button. Hit the notification bell if you have not done so. Go sign up for the newsletter. Go check out masculinegeek.life.
Over there.
And then, and until then, TJ, you want to take us out?
Yeah, keep the wine flowing, keep the fires burning, keep the lead shooting down range. Don't take any wooden nickels. Don't drink all the rum, and don't take 4-hour naps.
Exactly.
Good night, folks.
We are still on the air.
Yeah, I know. I've had in broadcast and it refuses to end.
You dirty.
I guess the StreamYard does not want us to be able to shut this down.
So continuing.
I know. I'm not gonna make a joke here.
I know. It's like having trouble connecting. Please check your internet connection.
It's like a Marvel movie. This is
Try
like
refreshing the page. It'll come back in.
The bonus scene after the credits.